Hi everyone. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I'm Tarasha. Welcome to my channel. I know this is a weird angle, but I'm watching a lot of stuff and stuff is coming out as I'm watching stuff. So this is the angle that you guys are getting right now. Now, we got to talk about something that just got released. We got first look at Avengers Doomsday. Kevin Feige, I believe, was in Shanghai, I believe, and they released a big artwork piece, like a poster, of everybody that's going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Let's just break down this picture, okay? Now, that's smack in the middle. We see Doctor Doom. Now, the last time we seen him was towards the end of Fantastic Four First Steps. Now we see Fantastic Four right in the front. I do like the jackets. I love the suits from the movie. I didn't have no like thing about it. I just love what we got from the movie. And then we see Black Panther. We see Shang-Chi. We see Anthony Mackie, which is Captain America. We also see Chris Evans, Captain America. He's right dead smack in the middle. We also see X-Men. Yeah, you guys know how I feel about X-Men. So we see Gambit, we see Mystique, we see Nightcrawler, Cyclops, we see Beast, we see Magneto, and we see Professor X. Love it. I love the fact that all of them are in their accurate suits, which I love. Then I don't know if anybody's seen this or not. If you look, and I'll put it right here, you see a Loki. You really do. He's just right there. And I was like, okay, okay. Then you go towards the side of Chris Evans. You see Thor at the top. We see Ant-Man. And we see the new Avengers. Now, I loved Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was just amazing, and the fact that they're the new Avengers is fantastic. A lot of people don't know this, but I've talked about her. Florence Pugh is one of my favorite actresses. Okay, she's amazing. Anytime she's in something, I'm like, okay, I see you. I see you. I really do. I see you. She brings a oomph to characters, especially the Black Widow. She brings like, okay, I could be serious, but I could also give you 100% of I'm going after you, but I'm also going to give you that funniness too. Okay, love it. Cannot wait. I love the fact that we got this because after we also got Spider-Man coming out, which is Spider-Man Brand New Day. That's coming out very soon on the 31st. And then towards the end of the year, we got Avengers Doomsday. Now we know after Avengers Doomsday, we have Secret Wars. Now Kevin Feige was talking about X-Men. Now he was saying, "Oh, when we're I think some I don't know if anybody asked him this, but I know a lot of people are trying to figure out when we're going to see a MCU X-Men movie because there has been a lot about who's writing it, who's directing it, a lot of things of that accord. Now, the thing is that when are we exactly going to see them? And he was saying right after um, Secret Wars, which is fantastic because I want to see, knowing the fact we're going to see mutants in Doomsday, I want to see their take and what they're going to do with the mutant thing. Okay, we all have right now access to the first season and second season, which is on. It's actually on right now. New episodes are coming on weekly for X-Men 97, and I just talked about that. Did a whole video. I'm doing reviews about that. But my thing is that they could do amazing things with the casting, the stories. I wonder who is going to be the first people that we see in X-Men. Me, this is just who I want to see. Okay, so you're gonna see a whole list right here: Cyclops, Jean Grey, Storm, Beast, Jubilee, and mm, I'm going back and forth on two. Um, Obviously, Professor X, Magneto, and I'll put a sneak of who, like someone interesting. I can't think of the name right now, but I'll put it right here. But I want to see, or put like new, not new, but um X-Men that we don't see too often. That's why I say Jubilee, because Jubilee's having her moment on X-Men 97, which I love. Give her that moment in live action. I know that we've seen her in live action before, but I want to see more story coming from her. Okay, her comic books are amazing. So I want to see. I haven't read all of them, but I've peeked the sneak. Okay, I think we should see more of her story. Just saying. But did I say Rogue? Yeah, Rogue. I don't think I said her, but Rogue would be another one. Um, but they could do so much when it comes to MCU. Um, X-Men. Now, me particularly, if I could sit down with Kevin Feige, and hopefully one day I will, because that's where I want to go with my career. Just saying. But I want to have the opportunity just to have a conversation with him when it comes to the MCU itself, but also just what he wants to see in X-Men itself. Because this could be amazing. I love the fact that we're seeing the accurate suits because it's been a long time coming. Yes, the X-Men movie that we got in the early 2000s and stuff. I don't get me wrong. I love the black suits. I think the black suits are chic. I really do. I think it's amazing. But I think also 20 something years later now, we should see the accurate suits. As me as a comic book person, I know what suits they've had through the years when it comes to the comic books. The whole black situation, like the black leather suits, was amazing. I think that was a moment. But right now, where we are with superhero movies, we should get the accurate suits. When it comes to Avengers Doomsday, I love the fact that we're seeing Channing Tatum's Gambit again. The last time we seen him was in Wolverine in Deadpool. Okay, I his accent, everything was on point. I love the fact that he studied this character and just had gave it its own personality. I love that because Gambit's one of my favorite characters. So I love that. I love the fact that we're seeing the old X-Men from the early 2000s and seeing them and seeing the new Avengers and seeing Anthony Mackie as Captain America and seeing Chris Evans come back and stuff in Thor. Now, yes, this is the whole entire cast that we seen, but you never know who else we're going to see. That's the thing with Marvel movies. They can announce the cast. They can keep people secret. Someone could pop up in this and all our mouths could just what? Or new character that we didn't know anything about that they were going to do. That too. Yep. Yeah. But I'm happy that we got this today. It's a Saturday, and this morning seeing it, I was thrilled. I was happy. Cannot wait to see when we actually get a trailer, like a full blown official trailer. Can't wait. You guys know around here we talk about the things that we love. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bye.